Thank you very much, Madam President, Mr. Prime Minister. First of all, I think it's good to be brutally honest about why we're having this debate, because the ruling of the Polish Constitutional Tribunal is not a product of some grand legal or philosophical dispute over competences, or democracy or constitutionalism, nor is it meant to protect the treaty as the Prime Minister would have us believe. The reality, unfortunately, is much simpler. Your government, your party, wanted to centralize power, to take control over independent judiciary in Poland, and the European Court of Justice stood in the way. It became an obstacle. So you had the Constitutional Tribunal remove the obstacle and clear the way. And it is as simple as that. The problem, of course, is that if every member state government acted in this way, with such contempt for common rules, with such disregard for how it affects others in the community, there would be no European Union. Take my country, Slovakia, which is also grappling with reforming a post-communist judiciary and rooting out corruption. But for us to succeed, we critically rely on the integrity of rule of law in the EU. But now, one of our closest partners in Central Europe, a nation whose bravery we admire so much, a nation whose leadership in Europe we so desperately need, now that partner has decided to throw everything in doubt, to risk everything. And by everything, of course, I mean the EU's legal order, the authority of the ECJ, protection of citizens' rights, the single market, basically the integration story of the past decades. This is precisely why the European Parliament, why this House insists on the suspension of money from the Recovery and Resilience Funds. This is precisely why the Commission and the Council must finally act after years and years of dialogue which brought no results. It is not to punish Poland, it is not to intimidate Poland, it is not to blackmail Poland, it is to protect our own values, to protect the European project. And while, Mr. Prime Minister, you may no longer care about its future, but the rest of us, the majority of citizens, in fact, Poles and Slovaks and others, we still very much do. Thank you very much.